All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
54. Mike, 54. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Set. Go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Deuce.
Hey! Rock it. 5.
Now Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep here and got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 41 yards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Texans' 28-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Hey, Sam off.
Switch.
Hey, exit.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right there. 54.
Look. Squeeze.
2nd and 11. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming after you.
Fair.
They'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 60 yards.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
80 weapon.
Safety's creeping. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
61. Matchbox lights. Now.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
70, Indy. Roll out. Check. Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Check. Hey, lock it.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Jim. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3.
Check, go.
Alert 3.
Go.
On second down now. It's Allen. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 15, slide. 15 line.
You go tight. You got
X3. 218, chop.
Watch the check 37. Check 37.
Smooth. 5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his man on the outside.
Get ready.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Come on.
Hey, orbit.
Tighten up.
General West. Yo, go.
Check 3.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready, set.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Shoot.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready, break.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Look at me. Go.
Now back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
You better bring it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Watch the block, motion, block. Watch switch. Now.
He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Showing it.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo. Kill. Hard. Get it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. All day, just like that. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you, son.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On 1st down, Allen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rock it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Go. Hey, wahoo. Check that. What? Squeeze.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Go. Check 4. Check 31.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
On the set.
Mike 37. I'm going to run you over. SOS.
Greystone travel.
Check 99.
Hey, Zoo. Snap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 2nd quarter in Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now. Go.
Ever go 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Record. Ever go 37's to Mike. Mike 37. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check safety.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 52 con, 132 fighter. Slam. Check.
Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Door. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll run with Allen. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They still playing soccer. Topper.
36. Joker.
On first down, it's Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On on second down. It's Allen, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Barkley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 54.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
2nd and 5. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Trips over here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Bravo.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yes.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20, 10, and it's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football?
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete. Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. A first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Back to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Watt. And he'll go down at the 28. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jake Butt, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Squeeze.
Switch. Check.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Check back 50. Watch the run. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Allen. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch out. Look at me. Go.
Here's Allen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. Greystone, travel. Twist. Tight dog. Check three. Leo.
Now Allen. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. And caught by Henry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short boot taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check tight end, check tight.
Saquon Barkley running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everyone.